Is the Jeep Gladiator taller than the Jeep Gladiator Sport S? Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here. So is the Jeep Gladiator Mojave taller than the Jeep Gladiator Sport S? Now, first of all, a little disclaimer. The Mojave is sitting here with tires that came from the factory, or stock rather. And these are a Falcon Wild Peak MT, that's mud terrain, 285/70R17. And on mine, which is now the white Gladiator over here, I put on 285/70R17, what do they call them? ATWs, I guess, all-terrains. So they're the same size tire, but if I was comparing a stock Jeep Gladiator to a stock Jeep Gladiator Mojave, obviously the Mojave would be taller. But let's take a look at it with the 285/70R17s, because I think that's a more common size. Now, just looking at them from a distance, obviously you can see the fenders are taller. They're about 3/4 of an inch higher or so in comparing them to the Sport S. The bumper is obviously a little bit higher, kind of give you a straight on shot there, you can see. And of course, the roof line is a little bit higher as well, but not too much. Now, what I find interesting about this, we have the same side steps on both trucks, right? And I put a board across there. We're assuming the board is level or straight or flat or whatever, to kind of see how level it is in comparing the two. Now, I realize there's a difference in terrain. They're not sitting on top of each other, but for this purpose, let's take a look at the bubble. And you can see it is level. So to step up into the Mojave over here as compared to the Sport S, we are just about the same height, which is strange because mine isn't lifted at all. And supposedly the Mojave has a 2-inch lift on it, as well as the taller tires. I would have expected the Mojave, at least at step level, to be a couple of inches taller, but I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that anywhere. If anything, in looking at the fender comparison, it's probably about 3/4 of an inch or so higher. When I lay the board across there, it's about 3/4. Here, I'll show you, because I know it doesn't look that way with the naked eye. But my little unscientific method here, if I lay the level there, you guys can see obviously the Mojave is taller. And then we raise this up to get to level. We're about right there. And that's only, man, that might even be just a 1/2 inch or so, something like that. So either we have a really weird optical effect going on here, because to me with the naked eye, it really looks like the Gladiator. And look at the slope on that board. Looks like the Mojave rather is a heck of a lot taller, but when you put a level on it and look at the distance, man, it doesn't look that way. Kind of strange. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But since we've got both trucks out here, let's go ahead and get rid of this so we can see the beauty of the Mojave. This is of course the Snazzberry. Pretty popular color, I think. From the feedback I'm seeing, a lot of people dig this color, including me. I think it looks pretty sharp, and it goes well with the orange tow hooks and the orange Mojave. Now, I usually debadge, I must admit, but I gotta say, I'd probably keep it this way with the orange, particularly the Mojave on the side, and the treatment of the Jeep lettering over here as well. Looks pretty darn sharp. Now, we did change out the antenna here. That is aftermarket, obviously. Got rid of the whip antenna on there. Let's take a look at the interior. It does have the orange stitching, which is pretty darn cool. And then Mojave embroidered in the seats. And these are cloth seats. You can get leather and it would have the same treatment, of course. Mojave over there on the driver's side. And then you can see in the steering wheel, we do have the orange stitching as well. Pretty darn sharp. And then around the vent covers, we have orange. I don't know if these are overlays or not, probably not. But we do have orange surrounds for the vents as well. This does have the 8.4-inch radio, a must-have in the Jeep, I think. I don't know why it comes with a smaller one. You can actually get a Mojave with the smaller radio. Now, let's take a quick peek in the back. Before we do that, as I mentioned before, we did put aftermarket side steps on here. These are infabs. It came with sliders. She did not want sliders, so we took those off and put infabs on. In the back, we did put some custom grab handles on here. And we also have the orange stitching back here, pretty cool. One thing that we noticed after she got it was it doesn't come with covers for the storage area back here, nor does it come with the track system. And apparently the track system and the covers for storage back here is kind of a package unit. So that was kind of a surprise. Had to order some of these separately, and they're not cheap, about 250 bucks, something like that, to be able to secure the tonneau cover like the one over there. And I do have the locking storage and the bed rails on my white one over there. Back inside here, we have kind of a molly panel effect in here. I wasn't aware of this before. Pretty neat, as well as a storage little clip area here, clips on the side. Otherwise, pretty much the same as what we have in the white one over there. Now, she did want her heart sticker on the back, you can see there. And of course, we had to have, or she had to have, the Rob Motive stickers or decals right over there. Decals, I guess. Pretty cool. I'm digging those, of course. She did put a bed mat in here, and then her Gladi board from the white Jeep Gladiator, hence the white lettering. Personally, I think she probably ought to change that to Snazzberry, maybe with black or even orange, probably orange Gladiator lettering. That would be cool. Finishing up back here in the back, she does have the orange tow hooks. It does have dual tow hooks. Mine, of course, have no tow hooks right now. I'm working on a little mod here to take care of that. We'll be fixing that up soon. And then the Jeep black wheels, you guys can see here. Do have some bumper caps, not bumper caps, lug nut caps on order, so we can black those out. And then the Fox suspension, the thing that everybody drools over, does have the Fox suspension, of course. And the orange desert rated 4x4 Mojave badge, as well as I mentioned before, the orange Mojave lettering on the sides of the hood. And the hood, of course, does have the venting in it here. It is a taller hood, by the way, and it is steel with the orange tow hooks on the front. And then we just today put on the headlight guards just to make it look a little bit meaner, a little bit more meaner. Those are the same guards that we have over here on the white one, of course. One thing I'll note, I do have my custom green tow hooks over there. Does come with fog lights. You guys can see right there, they are not LEDs. This does not have the LED package on it. Anyway, that's just a real quick rundown of the Jeep Gladiator Mojave that Mom actually bought. What? Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. Particularly, the Snazzberry color seems to be pretty popular. What do you think? Also, real quick, if you're interested, I have 2 other channels. Rob Motive, all about my Voodoo Blue Toyota Tacoma. And Rob Motive Civic, all about my experiences with the Honda Civic Type R and the Honda Civic Sport S. Check them out. If you like them, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.